We've been throwing away food waste like this for as long as humans have existed. So what's another apple? Well, take a look at what happens when we toss it in the trash. To begin with, this garbage might sit in the trash for a few days and start to smell, generating odor and bacteria. Then, when you take it out to the sidewalk or into the alley, it can attract vermin. Finally, the truck that takes it away emits diesel fumes into the atmosphere all the way to the landfill. Some garbage is transported by truck hundreds of miles, releasing carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide into the air. But not all waste that's hauled away is transported to landfills. In some municipalities, trucks take the food waste to be incinerated. Incineration accounts for about 13% of all waste disposal. Food waste is 70% water, so it takes more energy to burn it than the waste itself contains. An uncontrolled incineration can release harmful emissions like nitrogen and sulfur oxide. But let's get back to what happens when food waste arrives at the landfill. When food waste is buried in a landfill, it begins to decompose and generates a greenhouse gas called methane. Many experts agree that methane is a major contributor to global warming. Now, it's possible to capture methane gas and reuse it as energy, but food waste decomposes so quickly, it's challenging to capture the methane, and not all landfills are set up to do it. Plus, logistically, it's hard to capture the methane that escapes through the soil here. In addition to releasing methane into the air, decomposing food waste at a landfill can pose another problem. Remember we said that food waste is 70% water. The food waste liquefies when it decomposes. In a landfill, that liquid can mix with metals and other materials in the landfill and create a toxic liquid called leachate. When left unchecked, the leachate can contaminate groundwater, and in many cases, it ends up being pumped to the wastewater treatment plant.
My name is Peter Duck. I'm from Banff, Alberta, in the heart of the Canadian Rocky Mountains. I'm the Toward Zero Waste Coordinator for the Bow Valley Waste Management Commission. We're very concerned about landfills because of the environmental problems they create on site, the leachate, odors, and so forth. But we're also concerned about the gases they emit, primarily the powerful greenhouse gas methane. We're surrounded by majestic mountains with glaciers that are melting away very fast. And so the climate change problem is something that's in the forefront of the minds of the residents in our communities, and they want to reduce their influence on that process. We find food waste disposers, or garburator as we say in Canada, are a good alternative for handling food waste because it avoids the need to transport heavy food waste, food scraps, long distances to bury them in a landfill where they are out of sight and out of mind, but not necessarily out of the ecosystem.
So, for reasons both on the ground and in the air, food waste and landfills aren't a great combination. Trucks carrying food waste to landfills burn fuel and generate diesel emissions. And at the landfill, the waste creates methane and leachate. The landfill is not the best place to discard food waste.